In this video, I'm going to show you how you can succeed without trying too hard. We'll explore the power of setting yourself up for success by creating an environment that actually supports your goals, a situation that works for you. Specifically, I'll teach you 4 steps for how you can use what's called a Ulysses contract to help you do just that. What's up, geeks and gamers? I'm Matt Sherman, and welcome to another episode of Geek Psychology. So when we don't set up the conditions to be in our favor, we set ourselves up for failure. Not planning and then trying to rely on willpower is just a bad idea, and it's one that too many people try to live by. So let me give you a better way. If we take the time to plan ahead and think about what will help us succeed before we start down that path, then it actually makes us more likely to succeed. And the first thing you can do to succeed more is to click like on this video and subscribe to Geek Psychology. So anyway, what is a Ulysses contract? It's something that the Greek hero Odysseus, Ulysses in Roman mythology, did when he was trying to get home after the Trojan War. So he'd heard of the sirens, these monsters who lured nearby sailors in with their enchanting music and voices to shipwreck on the rocky coast of their island. And so what did Odysseus do? He had his men tie him to the mast of his ship, and block his ears with wax. That way he couldn't hear them, he couldn't get loose, and he wouldn't struggle with the sirens. Well, he wouldn't do anything about that struggle with the sirens because he's stuck. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to set up conditions in our lives so that we can succeed without having to rely on willpower later. So the problem with relying on willpower is that it's a finite resource that you have to spend every day. When you don't have willpower, you can't make good choices. You can start looking for other short-term solutions like a candy bar or something to solve your problems and to make you feel better. But the problem with those is that the solution is only a temporary thing. It only works for a few minutes, and then you're back to trying to maintain that feeling. And this makes it so that you never actually get any real work done. You never make progress because you're constantly trying to think of new ways to make it work. And that's why when you set yourself up with a plan, you can remove the decision fatigue from your day and let your brain focus on more important things. You can make planning and goal setting easier by first setting up those conditions to be successful. Have I said it enough? So for example, if you want to drink more water in the morning, right, set up the water the night before. If you always click snooze on your alarm, we'll move the alarm farther away, put it out of your range so that you have to get up and go turn it off instead of just hitting snooze over and over again. If you're going for a run after work, set out your running clothes on the dresser. If you want to stop playing a game, League of Legends, delete it from your phone so that playing it is actually more difficult. Planning and setting these habits are something that everyone has to practice, so don't be discouraged if it takes some time for these techniques to catch on. If anything, take comfort in knowing that it's a normal thing for habits to take several weeks to form. The idea is that you're putting yourself in a place where you won't have as many challenges or distractions on your way to success. Sure, it might sound like overkill, but it works. You'll find that setting yourself up to get better results more easily will help you do all the things that you want to do in your life. So how do you actually make progress on your goals so that you can regain control over your your life? So number 1, you have to know where you're sailing towards and why. Get really clear on what it is exactly you want. See it as if it's already happening. Number 2, chart the course. Break it down into small steps so you can take action without getting overwhelmed and just course correct. Number 3, identify the obstacles, traps, and monsters. Identify where you have friction, that is where your actions are being slowed down or stopped by external factors, like the things outside of your control, or internal factors, like when you're not able to follow through with a plan and you don't feel motivated to do it. Number 4, set up a Ulysses contract. Ask yourself, what can I do to make it easier or inevitable that I succeed even when I don't feel like doing it later? It's so much easier to succeed if you first set up those conditions to be in your favor. Not planning, then trying to rely on willpower to get you through the difficult parts is a bad idea, and you're going to have a bad time. What's worked for you with goal setting? Let us know down below in the comments what helped. Leave a comment help a fellow geek out, and keep up the lifelong questing. Good luck, have fun. Peace.